Hello, and welcome to Virtual Storytime. My name is Diana. I use she, her pronouns, and I work in children's services at Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh. Before we start, I'd like to invite you to turn on closed captioning by clicking the CC icon in the bottom right of this video. Additional closed captioning settings, including translations, can be found by clicking the gear icon. Let's get started. Throughout this story time, I will be using this visual schedule so that you know what's coming up next. Let's go over what we'll do together today. First, we'll sing our hello song. Then we'll read a book together. After that, a puppet friend will help us with a special rhyme. We'll sing another song using our felt board and some sea creature shapes. We'll read one more book together, sing another song using Storytime scarves, and finally, it'll be time to say goodbye with our goodbye song. Do you remember what comes first? That's right! It's time for our hello song. Let's sing the song together. Our hello song is called We Clap and Sing Hello. Can you guess what we'll be using our hands to do first in this song? That's right, we'll be clapping. So first we'll clap, then we'll wave hello, and finally we'll stomp hello with our feet. Ready? Here we go. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. You ready to wave? Okay. We wave and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we wave and sing hello. Okay, it's time to stomp. Get your feet ready. We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. Hello, friends at story time. Now that we've finished our hello song, let's take a look at our visual schedule to see what comes next. After the hello song, it's time to read a book. Our first book today is called Arlo Draws an Octopus, with words by Lori Mortensen and pictures by Rob Saye Jr. Arlo Draws an Octopus is this year's PA1 book, and I'd like to take a second to tell your caregivers what that means. PA1 book is a program in our state, the state of Pennsylvania, where each year one picture book is chosen to be celebrated. The PA1 book program highlights the importance of early literacy development in preschoolers and the significance of reading early and often to children, as well as engaging them in conversation and other activities around books. You can find activity guides and reading prompts for Arlo Draws an Octopus at the website pa1book.powerlibrary.org. We encourage everyone to read Arlo Draws an Octopus this year and join in the conversation and learning. Are you ready to read it? Let's get started. One day, quite unexpectedly, Arlo decided to draw an octopus. He could have drawn anything, mind you. Dandelions. Do you see dandelions here? Yes. Look at those beautiful yellow flowers he drew. Dump trucks. Look at that dump truck there. Aunt Tallulah's pet alligator. I guess that's Aunt Tallulah, because here's a pet alligator saying, roar. But the truth of it was, Arlo liked octopuses. He liked their big round heads. He liked their squiggly arms. He liked all those little suction cups. Arlo picked up a crayon and began drawing the head. But as he drew, much to his surprise, the head did not look like a head. It looked more like a hill, a tall, silly hill. This was not supposed to happen. Next, Arlo drew the octopus's arms. 8 squiggly arms. But strangely enough, the arms did not look like arms. They looked like roads that went everywhere and nowhere all at the same time. Arlo's frustrated. He drew a big no sign on his drawing. Arlo was discouraged. See him frowning? In spite of the fact that he was most certainly drawing an octopus, his drawing did not look like an octopus. Something was terribly wrong. Maybe, he thought, I am not an octopus drawer. Some people weren't, you know. Like Birdie, our friend here, wasn't a popcorn catcher. So she tosses it in the air, and it goes dink on her head, falls on the ground for that pigeon to eat. Rupert was the worst cartwheeler. Bonk. And Winnie, her paper airplanes didn't stand a chance. See that airplane flying all over the page and then right into her hair? However, since Arlo had already started his drawing, it seemed only right to finish. By the time Arlo drew all those little suction cups, he wasn't at all surprised when he ended up with a bazillion bubbles that floated right off the page. See all those bubbles? I hate drawing octopuses, Arlo shouted. The more Arlo thought about it, the more perturbed he became. Arlo glared at his despicable drawing. If this was the way his drawing was going to turn out, he was never going to draw an octopus ever again. To show that he meant business, Arlo wadded up his octopus disaster piece and threw it as hard as he could. However, since he had been taught not to litter, Arlo walked over to retrieve his drawing. Oh, what's happening here? Arlo's drawing went this way and was picked up by an octopus, and a different piece of paper has gone over to Arlo, who says, "Hey, this isn't mine. Did you draw this?" And the octopus says, "Hey, this isn't mine. Did you draw this?" Arlo was astounded, and to be fair, so was the octopus. For even though they knew that their own drawing was a disaster, they were equally certain that the drawing they found on the floor was surprisingly delightful. "I like it," they both said. Arlo told the octopus how he loved the striped shirt and the shoes that looked just like his. And the octopus told Arlo how much he liked all those squiggly arms and how the drawing looked just like Aunt Zilla. Arlo concluded that maybe his drawing was very much okay after all. And so was Arlo. That gave him an idea, a big idea. The truth of it was, Arlo liked elephants too. The end. That was Arlo Draws an Octopus. I'm going to put it back on the shelf. Thanks for reading that book with me. I think it's time for us to meet a puppet. Oh my goodness. Wasn't there an octopus up on that top shelf before? Where did the octopus go? Here it is. I wanted you to get a closer look at this octopus after we read that book about Arlo and his drawing. As you can see, this octopus puppet has a big round head, suction cups on its tentacles, and lots of arms. Let's count them together, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. An octopus has 8 arms, and they swim in the ocean like this. I'd like to perform a little rhyme with you about all of the things that 8 arms can do. But I'm going to need some free hands. So let's send the octopus back up on the shelf, okay? Thank you, octopus friend. Okay, this rhyme might be new for you. So I have the words available here. I'll point to some of the printed words as I say them, and we'll do some movements together. Like when we say the word fish, we can move our hands like a fish. Quick note for caregivers. When we point to a written word as we say it, that helps children develop an early literacy skill called print awareness by strengthening the connection between the written and the spoken word. That connection helps kids when they're learning to read by helping them understand that the squiggles on the pages and all around them have meaning. Okay, let's do the rhyme. It's called I'm a Little Octopus. And there's that word, octopus. I'm a little octopus. Arm number 1 goes swish, swish, swish. Can you go swish, swish, swish? Arm number 2 helps me catch fish. Fish. Very good. Arm number 3 pats my head. Can you pat your head? Very good. Arm number 4 makes sure I'm fed. Arm number 5 swims me to shore. You swim to the shore. Ooh, good job. Arm number 6 touches the ocean floor. You can make a floor with one hand and touch it with the other. Arm number 7 can grab and tug. Grab and tug. But all 8 arms give me a hug. Give yourselves a hug. That was so good. Thank you for doing that octopus rhyme with me about all the things our 8 arms could do if we had them. Let's check in with our visual schedule. And what's next? It's time for our felt board. Okay, my friends, here we are at our felt board, and here we have a little yellow fish who looks to me to be pretty slippery. So we're going to sing a silly song about the ocean food chain called Slippery Fish. You ready? Here we go. Slippery fish, sliding through the water. Slippery fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by an octopus, squiggling in the water. Octopus, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a tuna fish, flashing in the water. Tuna fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a great white shark, lurking in the water. A great white shark, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a humongous whale, spouting in the water. Humongous whale, gulp, gulp, gulp. Burp. Whoa. Excuse me. Okay, that was so much fun. Now that we've sung our felt board song, the next thing to do, according to our schedule, is read our second book. Our second and final book today is called I Will Swim Next Time. This book is by Emily Joof and Matilda Ruta. When I first saw the big blue sea, I was scared and confused. It crashed so loud and spread so wide, it made me feel small inside. Next summer, we went to a quiet lake and I dipped in my little toe. It looked so deep and felt so cold. I wondered what hid in the dark below. We played beside a river with water rushing by. We said hello to a friendly fish and a hopping frog and some tiny bugs. I started to feel less shy. Perhaps the water wasn't so scary. The cool on my toes felt kind of nice. As Mama held me tight, I thought, maybe I'll go in next time. Until then, we journeyed through watery worlds from our cozy reading chair. We explored great oceans, dived in lakes, and swam with mermaids there. But when we went to a beach, my tummy felt tight. I really wanted to try, but it still felt wrong inside. Definitely, possibly, perhaps I'd swim next time. My mama held me close. She told me she would always be there. She told me the water would wait for me until I felt just right. And one day I did. They're at the pool. We went to a swimming pool where the water was calm and clear. Nothing scary was hiding down there. My tummy was feeling fine. I was going to swim this time. Eyes squeezed, fists clenched. I took a little leap. Splash. I splashed in deep, floated up and reached for Mama's arms. Then I took a giant breath, opened my eyes wide. Water was all around me, as far as I could see. It felt a little scary, but a lot of fun. And ever since that happy day, hop, splash, whoosh, water is my special place to be. The end. All right, now that we've read our second book, we're getting toward the end of story time. Let's see what comes next. It's scarves. Oh, this will be fun. Okay. Now, I have lots of Storytime scarves here, as you can see. And maybe you have a Storytime scarf at home that you can use. But if not, feel free to just grab any piece of fabric you can find with your caregiver's permission. That could be a t-shirt, a dish towel, a scarf, anything that you can wave around in the air. Because it's time for us to sing a song about the waves in the sea and some other stuff in the sea too. At the beginning of this song, we are going to use these signs. This one says up, and this one says down. Can you show me up? Very good. Up, way up high. Now, how about down? Down. Very good. Okay, so the waves in the sea are going to go up and down. Ready? The waves in the sea go up and down, up and down, up and down. The waves in the sea go up and down, all day long. That was kind of tricky. Should we do that again? Let's do it. The waves in the sea go up and down, up and down, up and down. The waves in the sea go up and down all day long. Now, what else might be in the sea? Maybe a shark? We've talked about sharks already today. Let's see. The sharks in the sea go snap, 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 snap. The sharks in the sea go snap, snap, snap all day long. Who else is in the sea? I wonder. Do you have any ideas? Fish! That's a great idea. And fish can go swish, swish, swish. Ready? The fish in the sea go swish, 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 swish. The fish in the sea go swish, swish, swish all day long. Very good. Let's do a couple more. Maybe a boat would be on the ocean. You can pull the horn and go toot, toot. Ready? The boats on the sea go toot, 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 toot. The boats on the sea go toot, toot, toot all day long. Okay, how about a crab that goes back and forth? Do you like that idea? I do too. The crabs in the sea go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The crabs in the sea go back and forth all day long. Okay, the last creature we're going to sing about is a jellyfish. This one's kind of hard to sing, but it's very fun. So the jellyfish is going to go wibble, wobble, wibble. Ready? The jellyfish in the sea go wibble, wobble, wibble, wibble, wobble, wibble, wibble, wobble, wibble. The jellyfish in the sea go wibble, wobble, wibble all day long. Yay! Thank you for singing and wibbling and wobbling with me. In that song, The Waves in the Sea, when I pointed to these words on the signs, we followed the instructions. And that's another thing we were doing to build print awareness. That movement paired with the printed word is helping build the connection so that you understand that printed words have meaning. And when you're out and about with your grown-ups, you can look for directional signs like signs that say enter or exit and start to make that connection stronger between the printed word and its meaning. Okay, now we're done with this. And that means one thing. It's time for our goodbye song. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye really fast. We wave goodbye really slow. We turn around and take a bow, and then it's time to go. Now, it is time to go, but before we do, I want to take a moment to recommend a few more books that I think you may like. The first book I'd like to recommend is called Jabari Jumps. It's written and illustrated by Gaia Cornwall. I love this book. I think it's a wonderful story about someone who learns to do something that scares him a little bit at first and finds out that it's actually pretty fun and exciting. I recommend it for fans of I Will Swim Next Time and for anyone who wants to build a growth mindset. Some other books you might like if you like today's story time are the Little Fish books by Lucy Cousins. There's Goodnight Little Fish, Hello Little Fish, Little Fish's Ocean, and more. They're really sweet books, perfect for younger kids in your life who might be interested in reading more books about the ocean and its many creatures. And they're also great for building print awareness, which is the early literacy skill we were working on today. Thank you for participating in our virtual story time. You are invited, if you are in Pittsburgh, to join us at weekly in-person story times held at all Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh locations. You can also find more information and the books shared today on our website at carnegielibrary.org or by stopping by your favorite CLP location. See you next time.